Hello guys, welcome to Crystal Crafts. Today we will be making the body pleated crisscross turban cap. We'll be needing a measurement tape. We'll also be needing our pins. We'll be needing our chalk for marking. We'll be needing our scissors, and then of course we'll be needing our fabric. I'm using the London crepe. So we'll delve into our measurements. Now the measurement is, the head circumference is 27 inches, but you can use whatever works for you. And the depth of the turban cap is 18 inches. You can use whatever measurement works for you. We'll be needing 2 pieces. So for the band, we'll be needing 27 inches also, and we'll be needing 2 pieces. 27 inches by 3 inches, 27 for the head circumference and 3 inches for the width of the band. That is what we'll be needing, and we'll be needing 2 pieces of fabric. The band is cut on the stretchy parts. So we'll go straight. This is the front of the turban and we have the back of the fabric. So we'll be making our markings on the back side of the fabric, and I'm marking 1 inch. 1 inch. You can use whatever works for you depending on how wide you want your pleats to be. So you're going to mark on the length side, that's the 18 inches part, 1 inch each. You can use 2, you can use 1.5, whatever works for you. So I'm using 1 inch to create the pleats on the wrong side of the fabric. That's the wrong side facing me. So after marking the fabric, I would begin to fold the fabric to create my pleats. Right now I'm folding the fabric to create the pleats on the line that I marked. I'm going to fold and pin. After pinning, I'm going to sew straight on that line. Do you understand? I'm folding it on that line I drew, the markings I made, and that's where I'll be sewing on. I'm pinning it, then I will sew straight on that line. I'm going to do that for all the lines that I have drawn. Remember your 1.5 inches, your 1 inch, your 1.5 inch, whatever you're using. So that's the line you're going to sew, just 1/4 inch there. So you're going to repeat the same process on the next line. You're going to pinch it just like you're seeing on the video and sew on the line you have marked. You're going to do this on all the fabric and on the 2 fabrics. Okay, so next, this is what it looks like if you have done it right. You can see that's the front and this is the back. You see how the lines came out? I've sewn on the lines that I made my markings. So this is the front. Now we would be heading towards attaching our band to this body. Remember, you're doing this for the 2 fabrics. So we're going to fold our band into 2 and place on the right side of your pleated fabric, just like you're seeing me do. You're placing the band on the right side of the pleated fabric and then you sew down. That is, you're joining it to the body of that pleated fabric, and you do this for the both pieces. Whatever you do to the first piece, you do it to the second piece of fabric. Now this is what it looks like after attaching our band. This is the back side and this is the front side, the fine side of our piece. Remember, we have attached the band to the 2 pieces of fabric. Okay, make sure it's neatly sewn. So now we would place one of the piece of fabric right on top of the other in this way. You're going to place it right side facing right side. Okay, right side facing right side, and then the band, the one on top, the band should be facing your left hand side, while the one down, the band should be facing your body, should be close to your body. And then you turn it over and you sew it, the edge, one of the open edges, the way you are seeing me do in the video. Okay, you're going to sew that part that doesn't have the band. That's the first part you would sew and close it together. You are going to sew them together and close it up, the part that doesn't have the band. You also do it to the second piece of fabric. You fold it across each other, the part that doesn't have the band, and then you sew it down to the point where you can, to that point where you have the crossing where my hand is touching. That's where you sew it to that point. So after sewing it, it should come out to look like this. You know, this is the fine side of the turban, and remember that how much you want it to drop at the back is the measurement you're going to take. I took 18, so you can reduce yours, you can add. Okay, then make sure to arrange your band to sit properly. Make sure you place it very well. It shouldn't be folding. If not, you find it hard to wear it. Now then, you flip over the right side on top of the other right side, placing one part of the band together so that you can sew it close. You have only one other part of the band open where you can put the turban on your head, and then you sew this other edge to close the back of the turban. This is the part where you're going to make the running stitch. You sew it all the way down as shown in the video. So you're going to make your running stitch on that part. Okay, so now on the other side that is open, you take your measurement. My client's head, I'm using 23, and I have about 12.5 inches. So on fold, I'm going to be sewing on 11.5. You can decide to use whatever measurement works for you. Okay, after that, make sure not to sew on the band. Do not sew on that band. You begin after the band to make your running stitch. That's where you should start from. You should start making your running stitch right after the band. One part of the turban is open, and then now you have all the parts closed with your running stitches done. Now you can see that our turban is forming. It's coming into place. So we are done. This is virtually what it looks like. So you're going to go back to the front where you have the band. Make sure your band is not folded so that you have a very smooth top. See how beautiful and how gorgeous this turban is looking. I like the inches I used for my pleats. See how beautiful it is. You see how it is. Nowhere is folded, neatly done. Do well to like, share, and give us a follow. This is Crystal Crafts, your one-stop shop for gorgeous headwears. See you in our next tutorial. Bye for now.